In the previous unit, students wrote quadratic functions using factored form, standard form, and vertex form. They also graphed the quadratic functions from the different forms. Prior to engaging in Unit 8, students will need to be able to write equivalent expressions using the distributive property, find the x-intercepts of a quadratic equation given in factored form, and match quadratic graphs and their functions. Most of the prerequisite content came from previous units within Algebra 1. As a result, the learning objectives in this unit have a more crucial impact on later mathematics courses like Algebra 2. In this unit, students will more deeply develop the connections between the attributes of quadratic graphs and their equations while increasing the fluency with which they convert between forms. In addition, students will solve quadratic equations using the factored form. Let's take a look at the vertical alignment for representing quadratic functions in 6C to understand better what students will master in this unit and beyond. In Algebra 1, students will write quadratic functions when given real solutions and graphs of their related equations. Let's take a look at the vertical alignment for solving quadratic equations in 8A to better understand what students will master in this unit and beyond. In Algebra 1, students will solve quadratic equations having real solutions by factoring, taking square roots, completing the square, and applying the quadratic formula. Then, in Algebra 2, students extend this understanding to solve quadratic inequalities. Let's take a look at the vertical alignment for solving quadratic equations in 8B to understand better what students will master in this unit and beyond. In Algebra 1, students will write, using technology, quadratic functions that provide a reasonable fit to data to estimate solutions and make predictions for real-world problems. The calculation of the regression equation for quadratic data parallels similar TEKS expectations for calculating linear or exponential regressions using Desmos. In Algebra 2, this is the basis for formulating quadratic equations using technology given a table of data. As you move through this unit and find students who have gaps in their understanding of the prerequisite skills, there are many resources available in the OpenStax Pre-Algebra book.